Hey everyone, it's Adrian White, your favorite drummer from right here in Atlanta. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing, and thank you all for loving on me just a little bit more each and every day. Thank you. Well, it's been a while since I posted, so let's just get right into it. Today we're going to be talking about the SPL 14x8 Snare Drum. It's a part of their SPL 4x8 series. Nice drum, real pretty. I have the turquoise fade finish. It also comes in a red finish, and I think they have another silver finish. I'm not sure. Now, before I get into this, I didn't buy this drum because I like it. Just be real straight with you about it. I've seen it, and just to be honest with you, some of SPL stuff just isn't the greatest. I'm just being real honest with you. But I've seen a lot of drummers buying the snare drum, and it actually sounds pretty good. So I just happened to catch it on sale a few days ago, and I'm going to check it out, and you're going to check it out with me. So we're going to do an unboxing and an unveiling all at the same time. It has been open just because I wanted to make sure they sent me the right thing. So let's just get right into it. Let's pull it out the box. Let's see what we have. All right. Package pretty nice. So far, so good. They do ship it wrapped in plastic. Not much padding around in the box or anything. It's pretty much just wrapped in this plastic, and it's just ready to go. All right. So here we go. Pull this plastic off. Let's see what we got. That is actually a very pretty drum. And if you got a good lady, she'll probably just say that's real sexy. So fellas, go ahead and get this if you want to have a sexy drum. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, let's get back to what we're doing. All right, cool. So as you can see, it is a turquoise blue fade. If you've ever been to the Caribbean, it almost resembles being in the Caribbean. You know, it has the nice emblem plate there, 468. It actually ships with the Remo head on it, okay? Now, I'm just tapping on it, give you an idea what it sounds like, you know, just through my microphone and whatnot. So, all right, so we have it's 10 lugs. Nice. Some drums come with 8, but if you're gonna get a nice crackling sound out of a snare drum, I suggest you find a snare drum that has at least 10 holes in it. As you can see, it has what most people would call the, I don't know, what would you call these? I just call them smaller lug casing posts, tubular posts. I mean, people give them different names. So now, speaking with one of the guys at Guitar Center about this drum, he talked about the throw off. And I'll be honest with you, the throw off is impressive. I don't know if you can see that. You know, it's kind of, instead of you having the traditional up and down, this is more like left to right, which is pretty cool, you know? It doesn't get in the way of anything, but it's a 14x8 drum, so the throw-off should never get in the way. All right, so we have that. Just looking at the bottom of it, I probably will change out the guts on it. To me, to have a 14x8 and this many strands, or shall I say not as many strands on the snare, it's probably okay for now, but I'll probably change it eventually. So it's nice. This is actually made of poplar wood, which is a lot of drums on your entry-level kits are made of poplar wood, which is not the greatest wood, but it is literally a popular wood, no pun intended, to use with most drums at an entry-level kit. And so far, so good. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do, just so you can get a nice, good sound out of the snare drum. I'm going to tune it up because you see how it sounds. Yeah, it's just not that great, right? So I'm gonna tune it up just a little bit, not super tight, just get a nice little even sound out of it. And if you've seen my other videos, you saw where I mic'd some snare, or I mic'd a snare up with bass drum mics and a regular 57. I'm gonna do that on this one as well. So I'm gonna put a 57 on it, and I'm gonna use probably my Audix D6 kick drum mic on it, just to give you a sound of what it sounds like, you know, coming through a microphone. And I'll probably do a room sound first, just to give you an idea of what we're dealing with. All right, so let's get this puppy tuned up. I'll be right back. Let's see what happens. All right, I'm back. As you can see, I did some quick tuning on it real quick, top and bottom head. And also, I went and grabbed what some people will call moon gels or dampeners or whatever. I don't like too much care for the moon gels. One, they're more expensive than I like to pay. So I found these on Amazon for like 18 for about $6.99. They didn't tell me to say that. I'm just letting you know, hey, there's other alternatives to the moon gels. So got the snare drum cracking. So what we're going to do is I'm going to let you hear what the snare drum simply sounds like through my microphone that I'm using right now. So kind of give you a room sound or whatever the case may be. Just a couple of whacks. I'm only using one stick. I'm not going to do anything fancy. So let's see what we got. All right. All right, what I think I should do next is probably take the moon gels off or the dampeners off, just so you can hear what it sounds like, because we all know snare drums and most drums have an overtone or a ring. So let's just see what it sounds like, all right? Yeah, I'm sure your face was just as twisted as mine. So yeah, let's go ahead and put these back on. Let's put these dampeners back on. All right. So overall right now, just straight up out the box with this drum, the 14x8 468 series turquoise fade finish, I actually like it, okay? It looks good. It's not super heavy. If you look over my shoulder, I have the PDP, I think it's the walnut finish drum. It's super heavy, babinga wood, all that stuff is in it. I mean, it's just heavy. This one is probably a third of the weight, but the same size, but not the same structure, okay? So overall right now, just what I'm hearing, it's pretty good. I'll be using it on a couple of gigs and a couple of shows. So if you see me around town or in your state or on a stage somewhere and you see this, yeah, just know that, hey, it's Adrian White, your favorite drummer from Atlanta. But before I go, we're going to go ahead and mic it up with the 57 and a Audix D6 and let you hear what that sounds like. All right, here we go. After doing all that running around, probably tired and need a sandwich or a hot wing or something. All right, so let's get right into it. I decided to use the 57 and the Audix D6, and I did keep I kept the dampeners on, just because. That's no reason, just because. So let's give it a few whacks. Let's start with how it sounds with the SM57. See what it sounds like. All right, here we go. All right, that's the 57. I need to turn around and adjust something on the Audix D6. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, so let's see what it sounds like with this Audix D6, and we'll go from there. All right, here we go. Audix D6 on the 14x8 SPL turquoise fade snare. Here we go. If you listen closely, you'll hear like a subtle difference in the snare sound just from me hitting it. It was me making a slight adjustment to where I was hitting the snare. So there we have it. Here's my review of the SPL 14x8 turquoise fade snare drum in the 468 series. As of right now, I'm kind of impressed with it. Sounds good. It looks good. Only one way to tell is to put it in a mix on a song that I'll probably be doing some drum covers later. So my initial response to this drum is I'm impressed. I'm not over the moon, but I'm impressed. So stay tuned for a follow-up review of this when I cut a drum cover with this. Not sure what it's going to be, but stay tuned. I'm Adrian White, your favorite drummer, Atlanta. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you. Love you.